Your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a sock, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them go. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper Free. Try to hope it's way too late. Put the bag of trophy, I'm the nigga, ain't no debate. Told her put on that top 3. They really be my house show. Don't make excuses. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them U.P.K rules. I make this like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Beat out. I let go. Okay, no heart. Ain't no. I go with the heart. You gon' walk in like with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made it go. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a
Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
You ain't too crazy for this.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivor. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the tile. We make niggas hit the clock in with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real. Every day while y'all just say watch. We making enemies our foot stores. Y'all know nothing about a op. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. You don't want me to connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to flop. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the plot. Can't fit you and your man's in it. Just tell them get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call up my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot.
That shit was hot.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Nigga dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. You with the clout, you with the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already wait the calls. That point shoot big. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whistle. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think you get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give them a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like Beetlejuice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a pop tire. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Nigga dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour. Nigga, I'm raw, fly with the hammer like Thor. Found my ops in the mall, tell them I'm four. I'ma be bombing these lanes, understand how and war. I've been the lead, time to get back in the street, time to get back on my feet. Had time to read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they was sleep. So we gon' wake them up, put them up in the sky, the Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit up my cellular phone, tell me whatever he on. I check that scouter, he on the person and powder. Homie ain't really that strong, I'm like a dog. Better yet, Bennett King, I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield. Boy, you see everything. G43, Symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy.
Most High in Christ. Oh, so like I gotta switch my mic. So lock you. I know I'm probably sounding crazy right now.
No, I hear you good though.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you know,
No, it's
you
not.
know better than I do.
Yeah, I know y'all definitely hear me, but I know it's I don't got my mic connected. I gotta go ahead and connect my mic. I'm gonna do that in just a second. But before we do that, first things first. Shalom to everybody. How about you, man? How Barak a thumb to all the brothers. How Shamal a thumb by Shimmy. How to all the sisters, man. We back again. Back at it again, man. Chain Breakers Podcast. This is episode number 35. The big 3-5. I know y'all missed us last week. You know what I'm saying? I was out of town. You know what I'm saying? Brothers had some things to handle or whatever, so we wasn't able to run the show last week. We ran an excellent rerun. An excellent past show. The second episode of the show that we ran last week. You know what I'm saying? God, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do that. So if you don't see us, watch them reruns, man. There's good content all up in them reruns. Don't be afraid to watch them joints. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, Con, we back up in here, man. I can't do nothing. Can't get it started without first and foremost letting everybody know that the Chain Breakers Podcast is brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, UPK, right? Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership of a man who went beyond being a reader, okay? He was not, he didn't end his career in UPK as a reader or a trooper or officer of 50. Nothing wrong with being a trooper. I was one at a time, just like Cathy was one. There's nothing wrong with being a trooper, but there's something wrong with leaving the school when you're a damn officer of 50 and thinking you know everything, okay? Commander General YAHANNA went far beyond being a reader and became the highest ranking general in the school, okay? And he's our leader to this day, okay? To this day, he's the leader of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I have to make sure I say that. Also, cannot begin the show. The Chain Breakers Podcast cannot start it without giving props and due diligence to my co-constituents, my brothers, which first and foremost begins with my Adawan, captain of 10,000 Yagarwa.
Most time, right.
Captain of 10,000 Yagarwa. What's going on, sir? Holding it down out there in Oklahoma City?
Not much. Everything is, our oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
So, hey, and, and of course, you already spoke on the purple group,
Come. I didn't identify them, but I guess you must have recognized who I was talking about.
and everybody knows around this time.
Right.
Everybody knows what's been going on, stuff like that,
Con, for sure.
Yeah.
Con. I also got my brother, officer of 1,000-yard mock. What's going on? In the building.
What's the word? Lord Christ, what's the word?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. We getting it in today. You know what I'm saying? Rocking out with some good topics. Some you sent me. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about. Of course, we got a good show for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into it. Of course, Officer of 1,000 Kowal should be on shortly as well. I'm not too sure. I think he might be having some issues, but he should be on with us in no time. But nonetheless, before I really do we get into the stories for today, and I asked my brothers if there's anything they wanted to bring out. What I do, something real quick that I got to bring out first and foremost. I have to bring out this, man. Tonight, a very, very, very special broadcast is going to take place, a very special interview. Officer of 500, Kayadwan, out of Jamaica. Shout out to that brother, man. Shout out to Officer of 500, Kayadwan. This brother, we did a story last week about a brother in Jamaica named O'Shane Briscoe who found a newborn baby girl in a bag being eaten by ants. Her body was covered in ants. And this brother rescued this little girl, was denied by the first hospital he took her to, then took her to the next hospital they sent him to, okay, and was with this little girl all the way. And then of course he even went so far as to say that he was willing to adopt the little girl. Okay, I'm not sure if the parents have been found yet, but at the time they hadn't found the parents, the true parents of this child that was left in a bag. And this brother is an actual hero that is showing you, that is showing the true colors. Who's really the bad guy? Who's the good guy? This is a black man, and through all of the nonsense they say about how black men don't want to take care of their children, black men are deadbeats, black men are these things. No, this brother right here is showing you that black men have the biggest hearts. You understand? Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men. No one has a bigger heart and more compassion than black men, black women. You understand? As Native American Indian men and women, so-called Latino men and women as well. This brother's a true testament to what, you know what I'm saying, someone who actually cares about his people looks like. And just having that compassion. And like I said, special event tonight. Officer of 500 Kayadwan has actually locked down an interview with this brother, man. So, man, that's going to be a good one. I suggest everybody, let me get the brother's picture up here real quick. Salakia. This is the baby girl. You know what I'm saying, that he found. Bear with me just a second. I'm having some slight difficulties, technical difficulties, but it's all good. There you go. You know what I'm saying? This is the brother right here, O'Shane Briscoe and the baby girl. All right. I think he called her Baby Sunshine, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say that's what he was referring to her as. Yeah. Like I said, we read the story last week. But yeah, tonight, Officer of 500 Kayadwan has an interview with O'Shane Briscoe. I'm going to be tuned in. Make sure y'all tune into that, man. It's going to be powerful. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be good to actually be able to communicate and conversate with the brother, converse with the brother, man, and see what, what this process was like for him and what made him even, go out of his way, you know what I'm saying, to save this little girl. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that. Most High in Christ. Okay. Rolling. So always I start the show by giving my brothers, if there's anything that they want to bring up before we get into the meat and potatoes of today's story. We started a little late, so we'll probably go over the time for today. We'll probably end it a good 20 minutes after, not too long, 20 minutes after 2. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get started if there's anything anybody wants to bring up before we get into today's stories. So, Cap, start with you. Is there anything you wanted to bring out before we start?
No, I'm just going to give a shout out to my rib, Kazakwana.
Damn right.
And the reason for it, you know, it's funny because like dealing with fake Israelites, they used to always say, I don't know if y'all remember it enough. They used to always say that we were evil to our women and we just did, and I.S.U.P.K. we did this and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we not, you know, our women are just not on the front lines. You know, they just not on the front lines, and you know, I'm just giving a shout out to Maria Kazakwa now because she's the type. She always joke with me and say, "Oh yeah, you don't never say that." I'll never salute her on the show and everything, and because a lot of times y'all, you do.
Right.
you always say it, you know, hey, sister Kazakwa, you know, but you know, I'm just giving her a shout out and let her know that you know, she's well appreciated, and she's the type of woman, she won't go and talk and say what she does in the work of the Lord.
That's right.
You know, and she came on into DC to live with me and my sister Kamala, and what she did is she's an LPN, right? But she went on, she already have her career. She went on and said she wanted to do something, work in the Lord's work and do some sewing.
Right.
So Sister Kamala taught her how to sew.
Most High in Christ.
Taught her how to sew, and this is how the word. This is when the scriptures say the older women teach the younger women. You know. So and Sister Kamala taught her how to sew and everything, and she been sewing, and ever since she's been sewing headbands, war scarves, garments, and everything.
Right.
You know, but she's never the person to be saying like, "Oh yeah, I did that, and I did this, and I did that." You would never know it. You would never know it. People see merchandise popping up. You know what I'm saying? No, she sold the armbands, she sold the headbands, the war scarves, the garments, you know, and everything. And doing her LPN job. You know, she got patience. She drive to sea. She's working right now. She got patience. She's go to sea. You know what I'm saying? And she still looks out for them. Understands that the Lord's work is the most important work.
That's right.
You know, Lord's work. And she even went and brought me this, you know, this jewelry. You know what I'm saying?
Damn
so,
right. Those ain't Christ, man. The water.
It's like the precepts say, hey, she's like the merchant ships. You
That's
know?
right.
you know, so I gotta give her a shout out, you know what I'm saying? You know, for her working, not only her what she does, but you know, who person she is, you know. And you know what I'm saying, you know, and she just, you know, working for the Most High, and she's put that first before anything, you know.
Shout
out to Marie. You know. That's it.
Damn right. Most High in Christ. Shout out to the sister Kazakwa. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sister. I don't think she's in the chat as of yet. You know what I'm saying?
She'll see it later. She'll be surprised to see it later, you know.
All right. Most High in Christ, man. Shout out to you, sis. You know what I'm saying? One of our, you know what I'm saying, our consistent, diligent viewers on the Chain Breakers podcast, always rocking out with us. So, you know what I'm saying? You see, she don't even talk about the work she do, but behind the scenes, the sister does a lot of work for this school. Yeah. So always, never, ever, and that lie is so dead, Adawan. That lie about how we don't care about our sisters and all that.
Yeah, you know.
I.S.U.P.K, we care about our sisters more than any fake Israelite group, more than any Christian church. You know, you can find. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, y'all not
protecting them.
Damn right, we protect them. Obviously, y'all can attest to this. You know what I'm saying? These fake Israelite groups are relentless in their lust and disgustingness. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you probably don't want to get into it, Yarma, but I know you had a slight back and forth with some weirdo in some fake Israelite group just the other day. I know you was telling me about it. Some of the stuff you was telling me was wild. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
On the Facebook zone.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the kind of things that this brother was telling me, that this is a woman. This is a fake Israelite woman going back and forth with a whole man talking about she got a husband, and just so disgusting. It was really vile, the things that this sister was saying. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? We see that all the time, man. And it's so good to be in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, man. This is the place where you absolutely learn how to love and appreciate one another, man. We build real marriages in this place, okay? Unlike the fake Israelite group where everybody is having sex with each other. It's a disgusting farce. But Yarma, what you got, bro? Do you want to bring something out, or you got anything on the ledger you wanted to talk about?
Nah, I think we got everything under wraps. I think it's time to go. Let's get into it. Shout out all the sisters, man, and shout out all the sisters holding their husbands down, man, and
that's right.
Work, and you know, in the background, you understand. We definitely need y'all to get this work done. So the water for your support.
Damn right.
And if you ain't in the I.S.U.P.K, you're not in the truth.
That's right.
Put that
That's
out
right.
Can't forget that.
for all your purple pansies.
Right. Purple pansies. Yeah, man. So we're gonna get right into it for today, man. Somebody actually just said it. Somebody just said it right here, but I wanted to talk about this first. And y'all, we're gonna get into them stories you sent me, man. We're gonna talk about the young brother that was killed. We're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna say that towards the end of the show. That brother's name, of course, is Cyrus Carmack-Belton. We're gonna talk about Cyrus Carmack-Belton. We're also going to talk about Dan Cathy.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Are you telling me they shot Cyrus?
They shot Cyrus, bro. They shot Cyrus.
Good night.
You understand? And we're going to talk about that horrible, horrible situation in South Carolina. Then we're going to talk about, we're also going to talk about Dan Cathy, who was the son of the founder of everybody's favorite fast food restaurant that I don't really care about, but everybody's favorite fast food restaurant, Chick-fil-A. Dan Cathy is the son of the founder. He's also was the former CEO of the company. It's a family business. He's a big time Christian or whatever. Well, guess what? He came out and said that white people should shine black people's boots.
Oh,
yeah, that's what he came out. We're going to talk about that. He said that white people should just fine. He said it don't matter what they're wearing. Whether it's boots. He said whether it's sandals, sneakers. He said white people should shine black people's shoes.
Man,
don't that sound so familiar? It's cool when they do it. What he said? What they say, Yarmont?
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Yeah, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. We're gonna talk about Dan Cathy and see if he's been watching some I.S.U.P.K boot kiss video. All right. What I want to start with for today is a tragic story. Now, again, I don't even know if this woman, I believe she is an Israelite. So let me say that first. I believe she's Israel. I'm not 100% sure, but I did want to use the story nonetheless to talk about a problem I'm seeing within our culture. We could definitely put it that way.
Yeah.
So this woman, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to call her sister just yet, even though I'm confident she is an Israelite. Her name is Jackie O. Okay. She was married to famous comedian. What's his name? DC Young Fly.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
DC Young Fly.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. I didn't know we was going over this. It's crazy.
Yeah. She was married to DC Young Fly, right? And she passed away. She passed away at the age of 32. 32 years old. You know what I'm saying? Still pretty young. She passed away, I want to say, 2 days ago? Something like that. It was very recent, within the past day or two. Sir. Condolences are pouring in from fans. I'm not going to put too much up on the screen today. Like I said, I'm having some technical difficulties, so I don't want to, make the stream get all, choppy and everything. But I'm going to read a little bit of this, right? And you're going to see why I wanted to talk about this. It says condolences and prayers are pouring in for Wild 'N Out star and comedian DC Young Fly, his 3 kids, and their families after news broke that his longtime partner Jackie O has died at 32. Real name Jacqueline Smith, Jackie O also starred on Wild 'N Out, but ended her run on the show to focus on her family and other aspects of her career, including being a beauty entrepreneur, real estate agent, YouTuber, model, and actress. She had a massive following on social media with 980,000 followers on Instagram and 817,000 subscribers on YouTube. She also recently launched a lip gloss line called the J Nova Collection. Okay. According to news reports, DC Young Fly was in Atlanta filming episodes of Wild 'N Out when he received the news of his longtime love's passing, which TMZ reports happened on Wednesday, May 31st. Okay, so it happened on Wednesday. Let me get a picture of her up here real quick, and we're gonna get. You see it right there, Officer Yarmont. Got a picture of them in the back too. There we go. So I actually got the exact same picture, but this is showing. I don't know if these are his kids with her. I believe they are. Right? Are these her children too?
Yeah,
by DC Young Fly. I believe so. We'll see if there's a little bit more here in the article. We are deeply saddened by the passing of Jacqueline Smith, known to the world as Jackie O, a talented Wild 'N Out family member whose impact will be forever treasured and missed. The statement said Jackie O was a loving friend and beloved colleague of the Wild 'N Out cast throughout 5 seasons. More importantly, she was a tremendous mother to 3 beautiful children. So my assumption is those are her children with him. But here's the part that I wanted to talk about and get y'all input on that is really kind of surrounding this death. It says Jackie O's cause of death has not been confirmed. A report by TMZ cited a now deleted social media post as saying she was in Miami to have a mommy makeover.
Oh.
Stanford Medicine says a standard mommy makeover entails a tummy tuck and breast augmentation.
Good. While
an Instagram account dedicated to surgery also reported that Jackie was in Miami to have a procedure with plastic surgeon Dr. Isupk, nothing has been officially confirmed by the family. DC Young Fly has yet to comment publicly. All right, I'm going to scroll down a little bit more and get the kind of this part right here that kind of just makes it, a little more clear. He's behind DC, Slovakia. Okay, bear with me just a moment. Slovakia. I gotta read it from my phone here because this one is a little different. Oh, that's where I wanted to read it from. I went to Atlanta Black Star. I wanted to read it from the Shade Room, but it's all good. Check out this part right here. So they're saying they don't know, right? They don't know the official cause of death. But I'm going to read something right here from the Shade Room. They also put the story out. Here's what it says. It says, at this time, her family has not confirmed Jackie's cause of death. Sources who allegedly spoke to TMZ and cosmetic surgery gossip blog Surgeon Made Curves have said the influencer was in Miami for a scheduled mommy makeover surgery with Dr. Zachary Oka. Following the Instagram feed post, check it out, Surgeon Made Curves released another statement about Jackie's passing on their Insta story. This is a quote from this outlet. It says, as much as we would all like to believe this to be one big lie, it has been 100% confirmed, the post read. A source revealed to the Shade Room that DC Young Fly received the news while filming for Wild 'N Out in Atlanta, and that production on the show was halted as a result. However, he has not publicly responded to reports of Jackie's passing. Okay. Last month, Miss Jackie O shared the results of a Mother's Day photo shoot honoring her role as a mommy. All right. So, yes, it is all but confirmed that this woman died in the process of a cosmetic surgery called a mommy makeover. And I saw this and it reminded me of a story. Do anybody remember that story of that grandmother that passed away about a year ago? Maybe 2. There was a grandmother. She had 11 grandkids.
I believe so.
She went to the doctor. I don't know. In Miami, actually. She went to the doctor to get a BBL. A grandmother of 11 went to get a BBL, and of course, she died in the process of receiving that BBL. There's a thing with these cosmetic surgeries. A lot of our sisters are falling victim to this. Again, a grandmother of 11 going to get a BBL seems wild to me. But nonetheless, it's taking place. And it's literally killing these women. Cap, you was going to say something?
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's literally killing a lot of women. And it seems to be tied heavily into the, quote unquote, our culture. You see it on Real Housewives of Atlanta, you were loving hip hop or whatever your ridiculous ratchet TV shows are. It's becoming so entrenched in our culture that so many sisters are going after this. And so I leave the floor open if anybody has any comments on it. Like, first of all, should women now be wary of? Like, is it something that should concern us because it's happening so often?
They definitely should. They definitely should. They definitely should. You know, and you know, it's like all the women they got women wanting to be perfect.
Right.
You know, society got some women where it has women just, you know, they got to be perfect. They got to have the perfect body, the perfect shape, the perfect butt, the perfect everything, you know. So they got to be, everybody just, they think that's perfection.
Right.
You know, when it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not really perfection, but they think that's perfection when you got everything in place and you're looking beautiful and you know, so they got everybody doing that, you know. So that's what these things are going to, deaths like this is going to be more common,
right?
Especially in our community, you know, because you're not getting like a top-notch doctor to do the surgery. You're getting like any old crazy Mabutu doctor, you know, doctor did, you know, say, oh yeah, I got a license, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? He probably got that license from off the back of a Cracker Jack box. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, so it's like, oh yeah, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what the hell they doing. Women going in there, they don't know. Man, it's dangerous out here now. It's dangerous. Any carnality is dangerous. I mean, come on. You know, being carnal can end your life. You know, in our society, you know, it's like it was just, and you know, and our women are just, you know, they're striving to be perfect.
Right.
To be perfect, you know, just be perfect, and you know, just. You know, and then like I said, a lot of them like got a man,
right?
Got a man. Like, what the hell you doing? You know,
that's right.
You want everybody else to look at you. You know, I mean, just stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. If your man loves you, yeah, that's good. Sit your ass at home.
That's right.
You know, take care of the kids. You know, what the hell you going? Oh, you want to get perfect so when you go out, everybody can look at you and say, oh, you know, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. It's just foolish. It's foolishness. You know.
Con, that's just a heavy point, sir. Man. That's a heavy point you bring out. If I could, I don't want. Like,
go ahead, Doc. Go ahead. Are you?
So many of these sisters, they go out and get these cosmetic surgeries or whatever, when they have a whole husband, they have a whole man already. You know, I mean, between you and him, it's between you and your husband, of course. But these sisters are not getting these BBLs just for their husbands, and it's obvious because what do? They go straight to the internet. They go straight to Instagram with the BBL, and now everybody gets to look at your BBL. Everybody gets to see you twerk in the mirror. We all are invited to your BBL when you got a whole husband. You understand what I'm saying? You got a husband and children. Go ahead, Cap.
Salaki Thaba. And like you said, the grandmothers are putting on tights and said, look, I'm 60 years old. I'm 50 years old. You know, come on, cut that BS out, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get into surgeries, then you want to put on some tights and say, oh, look, I'm this and that. I'm this age, you know, I'm still looking good. So what? Come on, man. Man, I yield.
Salaki, I had to take a call real quick. Yeah, so again, and it's a funny thing too, and y'all, Mark, I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
SZA, the singer SZA, she just came out, and I thought these stories were related. This woman right here just died. You know, we talked about the grandmother of 11 who died. She a couple years ago. SZA, the famous singer, she just released an album. She came out and said this. She said she treats her butt like a purse because she paid for it. In other words, so she got a BBL. And she's been flexing it all over the internet, saying everywhere that, oh, yeah, you know, like, yeah, she's like super proud of it. She's super proud of it. She said it in one of her songs. That ass so fat, it looked natural. It's not. She said that. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
No shame.
No shame. This was just a quote from SZA. She said, I'm going to just read it straight up. She said, I always wanted a really fat ass with less gym time. She said, I didn't succumb to industry pressure. I succumbed to my own eyes in the mirror and being like, nope, I need some more ass. And so she went out and got her a BBL. She said, some people think that like me having anxiety of me being shy or struggling with self-esteem is an act. I'm just dead ass, a person everyone else has feelings and fears. Why would I be scared to be famous? All these questions. Hold on. Where's another part about what you said? Da 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 da. Yeah, I think I read. Did I read? There's one. I feel like there's one quote that I missed from this chick. Now that was pretty much it. That she said, yeah, she's like, yeah, it's like a purse. That's why she bought it. Yeah, she said right here, yeah. I treat my butt like a purse. She told Elle magazine of her amplified assets that are a result of a brilliant Brazilian butt lift. It's just there to enhance whatever else, and that's why I paid for it, because it works all by itself. You know what I'm saying? Sure. That's what she said about her BBL. It's an accessory. You understand? Yarmak, what do you think about the accessory BBLs that might send you to an early grave?
Hey, it's disgusting. And I think the general brought this down too. Like, if women would start putting more value in their mind, then we wouldn't have these type of things. We wouldn't have these problems. You understand? Like, women hate to be degraded, and they hate to be sexualized, which is it's the most mind-boggling thing to me. Black women hate to be overly sexualized by men, but spend $50,000 to get a bigger ass so that you can see them. And I guess say, don't look at her behind. Don't look at her. I'm confused. So when you on Miami Boulevard at the beach and you got that old 50,000, what they say, a pocketbook purse ass, whatever. What are men supposed to do? Is they supposed to say, oh no, don't ignore it, don't look at it, don't sexualize her, don't say she has a big ass, don't say it. It's stupid. And women, you put too much value in your body and not inside of your brain. You understand?
That's right.
That's the problem. And I also just got a text too, and I also wanted to really touch on this aspect of it. Someone talks to me and said that they heard that people are now saying that DC Young Fly pretty much sacrificed. It's like a celebrity sacrificed his wife so that he could get more fame. And I just want to deal with that real quick if I could.
Good night.
None of that is true. None of that is true. And I'm going to explain what it actually is for you so you don't ever have to be beguiled by stupid people who smoke weed all day. Right. That's where it came from. Here's the truth. The person who started that idiotic rumor or conspiracy is more than likely someone who is an advocate or a woman herself who wants to get a butt lift.
Right.
They want to get a boob job. They want to get lip jobs. They want to get an ass lift. And because they don't want to accept the fact that you can die from getting an ass lift, they have to say, well, it's because that was a celebrity sacrifice.
Right. That
was a ritual. That's why she died. When we could go online right now and just Google how many random people died from these surgeries. They weren't celebrities. It was no ritual. They just died. You understand? So all of that ritual nonsense, throw that out the window. People who say things like that, they just ask them if they smoke weed. And when they say yeah, just don't listen to nothing else that they say. What are they talking about? All right, now. You understand? But all in all, though, it's a sad story, man. It's sad that all them children, got to lose their mother. It's sad for the brother. They got to lose his wife, but that brother, he should have been in the truth.
That's right.
All the money that he got, all the fame that he has, he should have been in the truth and got counsel from men of the Lord. And what he should have did is he should have made his wife feel like the most beautiful woman on earth.
That's right.
Without getting that makeover.
That's it.
Without getting that BBL, without getting that titty pump or whatever they call it. You should, you should know. Like, none of my women got to get none of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And especially if I know that people die from this. Nah. If I found out in the slightest, there's women in Atlanta dying from this makeup that makes women's lips look voluptuous. Guess what? You ain't putting that makeup on. I don't give a damn what the chances are. We'll go bare lip, no makeup, and we'll rock and roll like that.
That's right.
But you know, I wouldn't have never even allowed her to go through something like that. But it just shows you how, you know, we are as a people. We don't really do research.
That's right.
We're not really, you know, prepared to really protect our families. We doing whatever social media say do.
That's right.
And I see brothers now getting them knee lifts.
What? Getting what?
You ain't heard about that, man?
A knee lift.
Niggas are making themselves taller through knee surgery.
Good Lord.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You can Google it. They making themselves taller with knee surgery. And it's dumb because it's like, so you're gonna make yourself 6'4" and you still not gonna be athletic. Like you
right. You're gonna be less athletic than you were before. Your knees gonna be so damn brittle. What the hell?
Right, man. And it all boils down to just your self-hatred, man. Like I hate when because you know, and again, I'm sorry to harken on the women, but women, y'all are the worst person to be dying from BBLs because y'all are the spokesperson of self-love. Y'all are the main ones who say you got to love yourself. Don't give a damn. We don't need no nigga. We don't.
Yeah.
I don't need to do this and do that. So why are you doing it?
Right.
Why are you really? I thought you didn't need a man. You understand? Look.
You're my.
I land my plane.
That's such a heavy point. That's a lot. I know you landed the plane, bro, but I'm about to take over the pilot controls real quick because what you said is so insanely crazy and true and accurate. And what you and Kat have been bringing out is it's just so terrible about our people are, for lack of a better word, dumb. And I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm saying us, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. We just, like you said, we follow the trends. We do whatever we're told, man. And it's like we never do no research, and we just get what? We just get led like sheep to the slaughter every time. They tried to pull that crap. Remember, you just brought up the Jamie Foxx thing. So apparently, that whole thing with him being blind came from some white man who's trying to scare black people into not taking COVID vaccines again. They're trying to say that Jamie Foxx took the COVID vaccine, and then because of that, he's blind and paralyzed and all of that. That's the same thing that they did before to convince black people, oh, we shouldn't go get the vaccine. Next thing you know, what? White people was lining up to get the damn vaccine.
Right.
We just get the wool pulled over our eyes, and it's the same thing happening here, man. How are you going to be in the same so in the same token, all women love yourselves and don't worry about these niggas. These niggas ain't nothing. Remember, SZA, Summer Walker, all these type of R&B singers now, every song is about how niggas ain't ish. All you got to do is love yourself, take care of your girls and your female friends and be sisterly. Then they get BBLs so they can attract more ain't-ish dudes and try to flex on other women more than they did before. That's why they get the BBLs, because they're jealous and they're in competition with one another, and that's all they care about. They don't care about it. Like you said, Kat, you know, we talked about the sister Kazakwana. I mean, this is a sister that is doing the work of the Lord. You understand? She's going out and learning how to do what? How to sew, how to make garments, how to make headbands. You know what I'm saying? Sisters making sandwiches and things for brothers when they go to camp. You know what I mean? Then they're teaching the younger sisters how to do the same things, how to love their husbands, how to love their children. How the hell is you getting a BBL loving your children? What does that benefit your children that you have a bigger behind?
God.
It doesn't benefit your children because what? You're selfish and you know that it can kill you. And so what? You don't give a damn about your kids being motherless. You don't care about your husband not having a woman no more. You just care about looking good on Instagram and having other men lust after you. So you go get that BBL, you know what I'm saying? And then you fall for the okie doke with all the conspiracy theories and things like that. Because like obviously Yarmak said, you don't want to just accept that if you get a BBL, there's a chance you're going to die. You got to be some grand conspiracy. Yeah, Yarmak, my bad.
You know, there's one more thing too that we did for women. They don't want to accept that their man can have more than one wife.
Oh,
yeah.
And so because they don't want to accept that, they think, well, I got 3 kids now. I'm getting older. I'm getting into the 30s now. I gotta do something. I gotta do something to up the ante.
Right.
Let me make my ass a little bigger. Let me make my tits a little bigger.
That's
a little bit more full, so that my man don't look, he's gonna get another woman.
That's right.
Just understand that. I don't care if you can have the biggest ass in the world. That's all great.
That's great.
But we love it.
Yeah.
He's gonna get another woman and she ain't gonna have no ass.
None.
How about that?
And you're gonna be confused and upset.
She gonna be slim petite when you go through his phone and you find a woman that he's having sex with. She ain't got no ass. And guess what? She don't got no money.
None.
She don't got no job. She don't got nothing. She the Waffle House waitress.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
So the second you accept the fact that your man is going to have another woman, regardless, that's the day you start to just love yourself, sis.
That's right. Damn right. Yo, Mark, you so right. That'd be the worst one too, bro. They be hating that. They be hating that. She be the rib be light skinned, and then she look in his phone and see that the other chick is dark skinned. She confused and she as I don't know what.
Yeah,
she whatever she is, the girl is the opposite, and she like, how the hell? How you gonna cheat on me with some dark skinned chick? She don't even look like me.
Am I even your type? You don't even love me. You like them.
Good night.
I like the variety pack of chips. I don't need just one.
Variety, damn right.
Who goes and gets 16 packs of potato chips? I need the barbecue, the sweet, I need the salt and vinegar. I need all the variety.
Yeah, for real.
That's something. Listen, just stop being jealous. Like obviously y'all said, just stop being jealous.
That's it. And that's it. That's it. Stop being jealous. You know, stop being jealous and understand your husband going to get another wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come to grips with that, and it'll be all good in the hood for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No stress. No stress. You know, you ain't gotta go get a new butt or get new breasts, you know, or new lips and good gracious, whatever they do, you know. You ain't gotta do that.
Right. God, it's something else going on in this world. It's bugged out. You know what I'm saying? Just stop being jealous, man. Like, listen, it's nothing against you. Just stop taking everything so damn personally. And I'm gonna say this too before we move on too. Going back to what Cap said, well, obviously YAHANNA is saying this every me and YAHANNA talk about this all the time. A lot of these women, like they try to all that talk about, you ever notice that women in the world, when they get cheated on, what they say, they be like, oh, you out here embarrassing me. You ever heard that?
Yeah.
You out here embarrassing me. Embarrassing you to who? Like, who am I embarrassing you to? The answer is to other women. You don't like the feeling because you know other women in the world are gonna clown you because they're gonna be like, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Because really,
they say that now.
Say what, YAHANNA?
So they say that shit now till we step up in that club.
That's right.
And it is you.
And it is you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Until UPK come through 30 deep. And now you saying, what's this thing about wives y'all believe in? Come on, man. Everybody, just come into the truth. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna teach you how to train your men. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, man. You know how to set that up, man. Y'all sisters is hilarious, man. I love it. I love talking about it. See, YAHANNA, man, we gotta talk about the sisters sometimes. YAHANNA don't like talking about the sisters.
I don't, man.
He used to teach every class about them. Now he comes to the brotherhood class talking about we're gonna break down Job and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, just a disclaimer, man. None of this what we saying means that like a man can just go and just be a whoremonger with women. Like that's not what we saying. And I know that in the back of sisters' minds, you know, the carnality would make it seem like that's the case. That's not the case, man. What we talking about is absolutely beautiful and it's absolutely righteous, and you know, and it comes from the scripture, it comes from the Lord to build this nation up again, man. To have a sister that you could call upon for help when you need it, man, and not worry about, oh, you know, she been with my husband or she's my husband's other kid. And just knowing that, like, man, if I need somebody to help watch the kids this weekend, I could call her, or I could call her, or you know, we need to get something done. Like we a team now. You understand? And that's something that it's going to take, you know, for this nation to get built up again. It's what it took for our nation to even be here in the first place.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm right.
You know, but again, like Tabuan said, it's coming to the truth. Just getting the class. And if you don't have the understanding, you have to ask. Like, sisters, you got to get out your brain. You got to get out your mind. Like the multiple wives thing, is no different than we can't smoke weed. It's no different than we can't get tattoos and we can't eat pork. All of these things is new to all of us. We still sleep in regards of what it means to be an Israelite according to the scriptures. We are still, all of us are waking up and learning every single day of how to correct ourselves and how to change and how to renew our mind. But we have to have a contrite spirit, man, a contrite heart, and be willing to change. So when you have those questions and you have that lack of understanding about certain things, get into class and ask about it. Call for counsel. Exactly. Understanding. You understand? So that we can grow and build this nation. But I just wanted to bring that out, but I learned.
God, damn right.
Most credit.
Most side.
Hey, that's good. Hey, the water too for that year, Mark. That's heavy to bring out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that was just so heavy what you just said. It's just as important as eating pork. Not eating pork and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? It's so important, the multiple wives things for women to understand, and that's how a nation gets built and stuff like that. And thing is, and like I said, and all the stuff I said about my rib and stuff like that, I mean it. But that doesn't mean that I would never take another wife. You understand? It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be another woman that made it do the same thing.
That's right.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? People definitely gotta get in class and ask questions and get the understanding what it takes to be a true Israelite.
That's
and not just a person or social media like.
That's right. Damn right. Oh God. Most High Christ. Moving right along, man. Good topic. So we're gonna go to another story here. Again, we got the big two stories we're gonna say for the end of the show. But I wanted to talk about this right here, man. I saw this one, and again, I hate to use. Now they use some funny language here, but I understand what they're saying. But this is an article out of Florida. Okay, it says heartless. Florida man jailed over Wi-Fi dispute with neighbor dies after county denies him heart transplant medication.
Good Lord.
Whew. Let me get the this picture up here. This is getting redundant, but we have to do this we got to do it. Because if we don't do it, the I.S.U.P.K and the commander, if we don't do it, who will?
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? And also, y'all, are we on Clubhouse?
God, we are live and rolling in Clubhouse.
Most High Christ, man. All them get in that Clubhouse, man. If you got a comment, man, if you got something to say, I think we did a test run not last week, the week before. We did a little test run. We should be able to use that as like the phone lines, kind of, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. If anyone on, so like we've been live this whole time, but anyone in the Clubhouse, if you want to come up on stage, just raise your hand. I'll bring you up. Leave your microphone on mute. If you want to say anything, just say Salakia. Just chime in if you want to. Of course, be respectful, keep it in order. But y'all, this is an open platform. Y'all can speak if y'all want to. But that's it.
Open platform. Damn the water, bro. Open platform. Get up on there, man. We want to hear from y'all. We want to talk to y'all, man. Again, keep it respectful. But we, pause. We're not gonna bite. We want to hear your opinions, man. This is news that affects all of us, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. Or maybe you're a so-called white man. Or a white woman in the Clubhouse, and you want to tell us how racist we are and how wrong we are. We want to hear that too. Okay, so don't be afraid. Go in there and let's hear what you got to say. All right, but this is a story out of Florida. All right, this brother right here. I'm gonna get his name in a second. Dexter Barry is his name. This is Dexter Barry. It says a Florida jail could face legal action after staffers neglected to give an inmate medicine that could have saved his life. Dexter Barry was locked up on November 18th, 2022 in the Duval County Jail on a misdemeanor. His family believes their loved one was not cared for properly over the weekend he was behind bars. The former Jacksonville resident was charged with simple assault for allegedly verbally threatening his neighbor during a dispute. Verbally. Salakia, scroll down. There's a quote. I take rejection meds for my heart transplant. I can't miss those doses. Body camera video shows Barry telling the arresting officer. Reports show Barry and his neighbor were sharing Wi-Fi, but at some point, the neighbor stopped paying his share of the bill. Barry's son, Dexter Barry Jr., told the Tributary news outlet. Barry told his neighbor he was going to beat him up if he did not pay what he owed. The neighbor called the police. Jacksonville Sheriff's Officer Jacob McKeon responded, and after reviewing the situation, he told Barry, it's just going to be to separate you all for a cool-off period, and arrested him. Barry told McKeon then and there about his heart condition and that it was vital for him to take his heart medication. Barry explained to McKeon that he had recently had a heart transplant and he needed to take his prescription for mycophenolate and immunosuppressant to ensure his body did not reject the new organ. Barry would repeat this to jail officials. Okay. Salakia. Man. Here we go. Barry was diagnosed with congestive heart failure in 2008 and was on the waiting list for a new heart for 12 years.
Okay.
Good night. Black people in need of organ transplants can wait longer than other races to find donors, reports show. When I say like hurdles, he went through a lot just to get where he was. He was a fighter. He wasn't going to give up. He just fought and fought and fought, said Dexter Barry Jr., said to First Coast News. Police body camera video captures him talking about the expensive surgery. My surgery cost me $4 million, he said as they transported him to the local jail. I had a heart pump first and I had a transplant. Barry mentioned the importance of his medicine a total of 7 times on the body cam. When Barry went before the judge for a hearing on his case, he told him that he had been deprived of his medication. Court records show he told the judge, I'm on medication. I just had a heart transplant and I haven't took my medicine all day since I have been locked up. And I take rejection medicines for my heart so my heart won't reject it. And I'm almost 2 years out. He then told the judge that a 30-day prescription was costly, running him about $2,400. Even with Barry explaining how important it was for him to receive his medicine on time, the jailers never administered it to him. And days after he was released, he died. WSAZ reports Barry was bonded out of jail on November 20th, the next day. He was taken to the hospital by his loved ones. He died 3 days later on Thanksgiving Day. His death certificate states his heart stopped. The family argues his death is a direct result of not getting the medication he needed. News for Jax reports. A little bit more. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office confirmed that Duval County staffers knew about the prescriptions and still did not give them to him. Duval County jail records show once Barry was booked, he had a medical screening that noted all of his medicines and his recent heart transplant. The medical log stated his case was urgent and all the medicine he was to receive. It recorded that he received medicine for lesser health concerns, but showed no one gave him the pills he needed most. How do you give him blood pressure and cholesterol meds, but don't give him the most important meds of all? That's my only question. And we all know now that my dad's rejection meds were the most expensive meds he took. So all this can be about is money, asked Barry's daughter, Janelle King. Experts at Duke Transplant Center state that should a recent transplant recipient stop anti-rejection medications, the heart will respond very quickly and cause a permanent decline in the organ's function and or death. The family, his widow, and their 4 children have now hired a lawyer, attorney Andre Bonderud, to represent them as they seek answers. Bonderud said he pressured the sheriff's office for 5 months to obtain public records that would show what medication Barry received while in custody. He said the sheriff's office only released the records after he went to the press. I mean, that's pretty much where we're at right now with it. I mean, you get a verbal threat, misdemeanor charge. He tells him, "Oh, it's just to get this so you can cool off." He's a day in jail. 3 days later. I mean, Cap, you.
I mean, our lives don't mean nothing.
That's right.
Our lives don't mean nothing to them. You know, A lot of people don't know thing. And the crazy thing is, if you you tell this story to some white people, or maybe not, and some white people would say, well, he shouldn't have been locked up. He really shouldn't have been locked up. Why was he shouldn't have did what he did to get locked up? You know, they would make a compromise, right? You know, why he's dead. You know, and don't look at the jail for being held accountable for this man dying, not giving him his medicine. You know, they say, well, he shouldn't have did what he did to get locked up. You know, that's how cruel and wicked these people are.
That's right.
You know, and they don't give a, I mean, you know, man, boy, this is why we have these shows. This is why we stand on the corners and teach our people. Because, I mean, come on, this type of stuff is going to happen a lot. And it's been happening a lot. I mean, how many stories? I had friends, they said, man, they died. They said, yeah, you know, he went to the hospital. He said he wasn't feeling well. He went to the hospital and then he died. You know, and he said, oh, it's complications of his diabetes, you know, stuff like that. How many of these brothers really did have a complication of their diabetes, or was it just some medication that the doctor didn't give them, you know, or didn't care to subscribe them to? You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Wicked things have been happening to us, you know what I'm saying? And you can call us conspiracy theory or whatever, but hey, I'm saying the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You know, and our lives don't mean anything to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then he needed a heart for a year, or what, 12 years, he said?
12 years.
12 years? Good Lord. 12 years. And look, hey, you know what I'm saying? I gotta blame the oppressor.
That's right.
I gotta blame the white man. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm gonna take his word for it? Hey, we still haven't got a donor. Sorry, just didn't have a donor yet. You know, you know.
That's right.
I mean, I blame the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? I believe maybe it was a donor. You know, maybe after 1 year or 2 years it was a donor.
That's right.
But hey, maybe they gave it to a white man.
That's right. Or some rich nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the rich nigga that got the paper to pay for it. You know, I'm saying it's like that evil, the type of stuff that happens to us. You know, but they look at us and say, "Oh yeah, I just hate white people." You know, look at us like, you know, like something wrong with us. You know, this things that you just don't even understand what's going on.
That's right.
And if you're not woke to the truth, I mean, you're just gonna keep on saying, "Well, dang," and you're just gonna shake your head and move on. But I mean, these things are happening a lot to people, you know, to black people, black men and women.
That's right.
And children. It's happening to them. They just not giving the medication because you don't have the money to pay for it. You don't have the money to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know, it's like, it's terrible. And even if you had the money to pay for it, they probably wouldn't give it to you because they're just evil as hell.
That's right.
You know,
That's
just take it like that. Take it like that. But you know, these stories like this, it's going to happen a lot. It's going to happen a lot. Evil things like this, and they've been going on for a long time. They've been going on for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But you know, these things that's going, what's done in darkness will come to light. You know, it's like, you know, it's a sad story. That, you know what I'm saying? But hey, the white man's the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
He's the devil the Bible speaks of. You know. Man.
Come on. Yarmack. When you see this, like, we do stories like this every week. Here's another one. This reminds me of the brother that was getting eaten alive by ants in the jail. You know when he had a misdemeanor charge. I was having I ain't trying to cut you off, Yarmack. I want to hear you, but it was just interesting. I was having a conversation actually yesterday with Officer Rock. You know, so we was talking about the prison system. And of course, shout out to Captain Zakar holding down the prison department in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got somebody that's in that jail, man, also shout out to Officer Yarmack. Officer Yarmack works closely with Captain Zakar, dealing with the prison department right here in North Carolina. But even if you got somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that recently went to jail, it don't even got to be if they're in prison. If they went to jail, give us a call, man. give us a call so we can talk to them brothers, learn about their conditions, what they're going through, or whatever, because this is a common thing. Brothers going to jail, not prison, going to jail and ending up dead because of the treatment they're getting in the jail systems. You know what I'm saying? So again, obviously, you deal with the prisons a lot. So when you see something like this, man, what does it say to you?
The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
That's right.
Damn
all
right.
of this, you gotta you just really gotta take an accountability what the oppressor focuses his resources on, and what he focuses resources on is gaining more power. That's what he wants to do. You understand? He wants to conquer more lands. He wants to pillage more places on the earth so that he can have more money, so he got more power, more infrastructures, more money to go into space, and all of those things that he wants to do to push his agenda. But what that does is that lessens the resources that we have for the actual people who live underneath the foot of that man. And that is one, spiritual and also political. And on a political side, we see it because you can just count the number of dollars that America spends on their military, on their military resources and fighter jets and aircraft carriers and things like that. And then you look at the numbers that they spend on healthcare. You understand? There is more than enough money and more than enough resources to make sure that these jails and these prisons are not pretty much tombs. You understand? The conditions that people are in inside those jails and those prisons are like tombs, which is why people really don't want to go. Like you have to be broken mentally to just and to just accept the fact. You understand? Like jail is my home, prison is my home. It's something in you have been broken to accept that, because it's a terrible place. The condition is terrible. But you understand, like when you have a man that is so carnal ruling over a country, then something as simple as rehabilitation to them is going to go out of whack. People are going to die in there. People are not going to get the treatment they need in there, simply because America that's not what they care about.
That's right.
And they don't give a damn about making sure people get the right medication.
That's right.
You don't give a damn. I mean, the hoops that you have to go through to make sure that you don't get have to eat pork inside a prison is tremendous. I mean, it's brothers who go weeks without eating because they have to wait for paperwork to go through, instead of just being able to say, hey, look, man, I'm a Muslim or I'm an Israelite or whatever the hell you believe. I can't eat pork. I need a substitute. Yeah, they gotta wait. So that's pretty much my take. And like you said, we do these stories all the time. It's pretty much black and white at this point. The oppressor is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
These things happen. With that, I yield.
Damn right. Another sad one, a tragic one. So let me get this out the way. Bear with me just a moment. Yeah, another tragic story. Hopefully that brother's family gets some answers and get some retribution. His brother was supposed to be in jail again for a day. Just to quote unquote cool him off. Well, they cooled him off, all right. You know what I'm saying? And the brother is now no longer here with his family, his wife, his children. They got to go on because of the negligence of these bastards. You know what I'm saying? So again, we going to follow that. Hopefully they get some retribution for that. All right. So we moving right along right now. Bear with me just a moment here. Got that one. Okay. So now we'll leave that one for last. Let's talk about this one. Oh, well, actually, Officer Kowal's not in. But y'all, Mark, you heard about Fort Bragg?
Live.
You're familiar with Fort Bragg, though, right?
Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah, well, it doesn't exist anymore. Fort Bragg does not exist anymore.
Oh, they changed the name.
They changed the name. They changed the name from Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty.
Fort Bragg is where Frank Lucas was transporting his drugs in from Asia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. Well, yeah. Well, Fort Bragg is no more. They changed the name to Fort Liberty because apparently Fort Bragg was named after some Confederate soldier or something like that. And now they're trying to. Yep, they're trying to be more welcoming to the black soldiers.
Damn.
So they changed the name to Fort Liberty, so it's not, rehashing memories of, Confederate soldiers in the South. I never knew that.
Damn.
Like, if I could, I mean, please. I know you didn't even get into the story yet, but
no, but please, I wasn't going to go too much, so just say something on it, please.
That is, black people, like you said before, we're dumb. Like,
that's right.
What is your infatuation with name changes? Like, just imagine, right? Let's say I work for George Washington fast food restaurant, and George Washington was a known racist, right? If I'm going through an experience of racism in this restaurant that I work at, what the hell does changing the name do? That doesn't solve my problem. My problem is how we're treated inside of George Washington restaurant. Changing the name does absolutely nothing. They're going to call it Martin Luther King restaurant. Yeah, this is Martin Luther King restaurant. All right, nigga, clean up that bathroom.
God.
At least they changed the name.
Right.
At least they took the Confederate flag down.
Right.
At least they removed the statues. They still hanging you from trees out.
That's right.
Exactly.
They still racially profiling you.
I guess they're saying, they want to change the culture. They don't want to. You shouldn't have to look at relics of the racist past.
So I guess they should change the name of America.
There we go. That's the one.
It'll still be the same place.
Yeah.
With the same people ruling, with the same police officers. With the same racism, but I guess if they change America to I don't know,
the Federation of
Liberties,
right? Liberty,
Federation of State Liberties. Black people are finally free. No, you still dying.
That's right.
God. And look, Salakia, you can change the name and you can make them wear all black. and those white police officers and all black will be whooping your black ass.
That's right.
With all black on, with a black flag on the shoulder.
Matter of fact, let me get it while y'all speaking too, but because I ain't even gonna say it, I'm gonna just pull the picture up. Hold on, I'm gonna just get it. You got it, Top One.
Go ahead, yeah, because I think that would be an excellent idea. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it will never happen, but it's like, you know what it is? What's that phrase they say? They say that what the pot calling the kettle black. So you mean to tell me you're gonna go out your way to change the name and pull down a statue? The same thing they did to the South, up in Richmond, Virginia, here in Durham, North Carolina, they did it. I know even states in Georgia and Alabama, they got all these Confederate, statues, and they pull down the statues. That's supposed to do something. Well, what about the monuments in Washington, D.C., where Captain Yagarwap is from? Captain Yagarwap had to grow up down the block with a bunch of slave owners in the Capitol building. I've been up in the Capitol building. There's slaves all up in there. I've been up in the White House. We went on a school trip one time down to D.C., so I remember. And they took us all around Capitol building, Monticello, all these different relics and things. Oh, yeah, this is the theater where Abraham Lincoln got shot and all this. Man, they all were slave owners who hated niggas.
And look, so I can tell in the Jefferson Memorial, Thomas Jefferson Memorial. I mean, that's a big old monument in DC. Every people come from all around the world to come to Jefferson Memorial.
That's right.
So in the Jefferson Memorial, where the statue of Jefferson Memorial it's like 10 feet tall, and he stands so tall and proud. When you go down in the bottom of Jefferson Memorial, they have all these like ancient things, pictures and stuff, and writings and stuff, and it says, it reads on the bottom of Jefferson Memorial that Thomas Jefferson had something like 400 something slaves. He owned slaves. Right. And when it was time to set the slaves free, so-called set them free, he freed 8 slaves. 8. 8 of them. It's on the bottom of the Jefferson Memorial. I mean, you can see it. He freed 8 slaves.
Good night.
And he had so many. I mean, come on, man. But Jefferson Memorial, he stands tall in D.C. You know,
that's right.
You can see it when you're flying over on the planes. I mean, that's the big old attraction.
Yeah, that's right.
You know? Man, why don't they tear down the Jefferson Memorial?
That's right.
I mean, come on. If you really want to be, come on. But see, they're hypocrites. They don't give a damn. They really don't give a damn about what a nigga's crying about.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So we should even stop crying about those things. You know? Understand this is your land of oppression and murder of your people.
That's right.
Understand, Jay, it ain't no freedom coming until Christ comes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you get the understanding of that. You won't care about a damn statue. You know,
right.
You got the statues of all these racist white men on the horseback with their swords standing up straight out. You know, I mean, let them have that. Let them have that. This ain't my rest.
That's right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Let them have that. We in the sinful kingdom. Let them have it. Let them have it. We gonna let them tear it down. Then they tear it down. They still whipping your back, still beating you up on your head, still shooting the little brothers in the back.
That's right.
They still doing it. Ain't gonna change nothing.
That's right. Oh God, damn right. That's so heavy. So the water for that you're getting some real history. We're gonna clip that up. You're getting real history, and I'm coming to your mouth. You get some real history, man. You know what I'm saying? He's freed 8 of his 400 slaves, and he probably was the one that was his children, because you know Thomas Jefferson was having sex with and raping his damn slaves, having babies and keeping them in slavery.
That's heavy metal right there. It may have been on his kids he freed.
Right. Come on. It probably was his own damn kids he freed. He's a piece of garbage.
He was having sex with the slaves.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's been documented.
That's documented facts. But yet, so he's a known rapist, an actual rapist, and yet he still has a giant monument in Washington, D.C. George Washington was a known slave owner and racist. Giant monument in Washington, D.C. Abraham Lincoln said that if he could save the Union without freeing a single slave, he would. Yet he has a giant monument of him sitting on a throne in Washington, D.C. And what about that nasty Martin Luther King? Martin Luther King was a vile serial cheater on his wife. I say serial cheater because y'all in the Christian church believe in that. Man,
yes, exactly. For the Christian.
Right? For the Christian, y'all say cheating on a man is infidelity and it's adultery. Well, he was, according to y'all, a serial adulterer, having sex with all kinds of white women and Asian women in the Watergate Hotel in Washington, D.C., while y'all was sitting there having lunch during the intermission for the Million Man March. Excuse me, for the March on Washington.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all was having lunch at intermission. He was up in the Watergate Hotel having sex with white women. What did he get? He got a giant statue in Washington, D.C. But if they really cared about black people, all of that would be torn down. You know what I'm saying? Yarmak, what's that behind you, brother?
Oh man, so this right here is kind of hard to see. It's kind of blurry, but this is a police car. This is a police car that they unveiled with a new wrapping of the country of Haiti, right? Haiti, right? Haiti.
Yep.
So they had Haiti Appreciation Month, and because of that, they painted the police cars this wrap with the country, the map of Haiti, and it says Haiti Appreciation and all that other good stuff up there. But this like back to the topic. The point is that when I see this police car, what am I supposed to do? Comply?
Dang.
like these cops is new.
Right.
These ones don't shoot black people in the back.
God.
They ain't gonna beat me. You're stupid.
God.
You're stupid. And you understand? Right. And it's such a conditioning that we have in America that black people think, and I'm guilty of it too. Even when I wasn't in the truth, I remember when I was going to Livingstone College up in Salisbury, North Carolina, and I remember I was touring the campus and blah blah blah. And I remember driving out the campus because I wanted to see what like the downtown area looked like, and they had this statue of this racist Confederate member who was killing something. I forget what it was, but it was a statue of racism. And I remember saying to myself, I was like, man, they racist out here. And then I just now being in the truth, I'm like, they racist everywhere. How is the statue the symbol of out in this area? They racist in the next county over. They just ain't have enough money for a statue. They
Right.
have enough resources for a statue in the next county over, but they're racist out there too. There is not a single place in the earth
That's right.
that you can go to where black people are not hated.
That's
And
right.
That's you'll start to not be as dumb as you are. We'll start to not be as dumb as we are as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians when we realize that the Bible says that we are undesired in this place.
That's right.
No one wants to be us. It doesn't matter about Black History Month. That doesn't matter. We should Google how many black men were unjustly arrested, unjustly murdered, and just dealt badly during Black History Month. I'm pretty sure the numbers didn't stop. It continued. It continued right on as if Black History Month wasn't going on. We got to just wake up.
That's right.
It's not even too much you can say. Just wake up. Stop being stupid. Get into class.
That's right.
All races and.
Oh man. Oh, if I could just piggyback on what Captain your grow up and what Officer Yarman's bringing up, if I could just tell you something that maybe you don't know. They're racist in New York too. Let me just tell you that. I don't know if you know that. Maybe you think that racism is a specifically Southern invention. You think that racism is like cornbread and collard greens and that it just goes on in the South. No, in DC and Philadelphia and New York, racism is very real there too. And you will get, you know what I'm saying? You will get murdered by racist mobs of white people the same way. They just won't lynch you on a tree in a forest somewhere, but they will, you know what I'm saying, kill you and leave you on the side of a highway. You know what I'm saying? They will murder you right on the block in front of a pizzeria. That kind of stuff happens. Yeah, Yarmak.
So they're going to put you in a dumpster.
Yeah, they'll put you in a dumpster in an alley. You know what I'm saying? On Fifth Avenue or something like that. That's the kind of thing that they do. Racism is American. Racism is the world. You know, this whole world is against so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. Okay, it has nothing to do with where you are or some stupid statue or whatever. None of that means anything. So you can change the name from Fort Bragg all you want. Fort Liberty is racist too.
That's right. That's right.
God, what you got back there, Yarmak?
And they sell drugs in Fort Liberty.
They sell drugs in Fort Liberty. That's right. They selling drugs out there. Yep. I ain't snitching on nobody. I'm just telling you what's going on in this place. Go ahead, Yarmak.
Get it how you live, America. Get it how you get it.
That's right.
Nonetheless, these is the Javelin sweats, man. Again, y'all know I started my own clothing brand, man. The Javelin sweats is what's hot right now.
That's right.
You understand? Javelin wear, man. Javelin wear is the brand. It's hot. We got sweatsuits, t-shirts, shorts. You understand? Whatever you need, we got it. You understand? I'm about to drop a dope design for some new shorts. I know it's getting hot. I'm telling you, they're gonna be militant. Brothers gonna be able to wear these shorts, man. When you go outside the barbecue, hop up on that grill, whatever you do.
Time Christ.
Understand? And Javelin wear is for everywhere. It's for everybody, man. It's for the kids.
All right.
And it's forever. You understand? So we rocking and rolling. All of the things you see in the world, man. If people wore Javelin sweats, man, they would have more discipline.
That's right.
So just make sure that get your little knucklehead cousins and your knucklehead nephews, get them a sweatsuit so that they can graduate high school. Because without it, the chances are slim.
That's right.
Hey, moving crazy. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, right. Shout out to Officer Yarmak with the Javelin sweats. The design is dope.
Hey, that's gonna be good.
Yeah,
hey, that's gonna take off.
That's the one right there. That's dope.
That's it. That's it.
They're gonna be selling like hotcakes. So make sure you get your orders in now. You know what I'm saying? Before they run out, man. You don't have to wait for the next go round. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, you're getting a special deal. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not just paying for the fabric, you're not just paying for the design, you are paying for the discipline that comes pre-installed in the sweatsuit. Okay, you cannot get this anywhere. You can't. Yeah, it's in the fibers. You can't get this. You know what I'm saying? At Nordstrom, you can't get this at Neiman's. You can't get this at the mall. Okay, so go to Officer Yarmark and get you a pair of Javelin sweats.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
and shameless plug too. If I could, like, and Fayetteville is a testament. We went out to the club and the bouncers, the security guards was just like, "Yo, you know, is that a brand? You got a website?"
Yeah, see,
the hood loves it. The hood loves it, man. I'm telling you. Go ahead and get right, man. Get right or get left, but nonetheless,
get right or get left. Most High in Christ, man. So moving right along, we wanted to talk about this. This is a major story right now. It's a big story. In Kansas, I don't know if everybody's been tuned in and plugged in with this story. In Kansas, a white no, this is the wrong one. No, that's not. This is a different story. Don't want to use this one. I might save this one. Hold on. I'll save this one. It was a story about some white man, some white woman. It was the weirdest thing. He was threatening people with a gun. He had a white neighbor, and the white neighbor was, had some black friends. He threatened the white woman to not bring black people in her house.
Oh.
He said, "Hey, look," he said, "Don't be bringing no black people up in your house." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, God, yeah. I had that. Think about, okay, put it like this. Imagine in the kingdom, right? In the kingdom, where if you and me walking and we see an Israelite inviting a dirty devil to come have tea with them in their house.
Oh.
And we pull out the blicky, like, whoa, what's going on here? We thinking maybe he's doing something wrong. And they're like, oh, no, this is my friend. And we're still like, what you mean that your friend? You ain't letting no goddamn white people come up in your house to have tea. So this white man in his kingdom, he did that to another white woman. She was inviting some black people into her house. And he was like, no. We're not having that. They are not invited into your home that I don't live in.
That white man got brotherhood for his sister.
He damn sure do.
Right.
He damn sure does. Yeah.
That's what we need.
You might be on to something,
Yeah.
y'all. You might be on to something, because that's what this devil did. It says he's in Kansas. It says white Kansas man threatens black kids, then turns gun on woman who tried to intervene. They all were black. But then it talks about, it says, blocked white female neighbor from allowing black guests in her home. His name is Austin Showman. Okay, hold up. Let me show y'all this cat. You know what I'm saying? This is what white brotherhood looks like.
Man.
Okay, bear with me. Let's get this guy Austin Showman. Image in the tab. Boom. Present. Boom. But we're not gonna spend too much time on it. But I did think it was interesting, man. This is your enemies, man. You got to get like them. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, make your forehead hard against their forehead. Like, if this is what's going on in the world, man, we got to be aware of these kind of things. This is Austin Showman. You know what I'm saying? Austin Showman pulled a gun out on some black teenagers. Okay. Let me see. Hold up. Here we go. A Kansas man has been charged somebody said something?
No, you good.
Has been charged in connection with an incident at a Wichita gas station last summer where police say he flaunted a weapon to threaten 2 black kids and an adult and called them racial slurs. A federal grand jury indicted 30-year-old Austin Showman on a number of firearms charges and also charged him with distribution of threatening messages online and brandishing a firearm during and in relation to a crime of violence. The incident took place on July 27, 2022. Showman flashed a gun and called 2 black boys racial slurs while 2 kids were entering a Quick Trip gas station in southeast Wichita, authorities say. The victims weren't identified due to their ages as minors. Police say he intimidated the kids. He used his gun to threaten a black woman after she intervened to protect the kids from Showman. She has some sisterhood. The Wichita Eagle reports. It says this isn't the first instance where Showman has been accused of threatening black people and using racist rhetoric. From January 22 to August 2022, Showman threatened to hurt or kill any black people who visited a white woman's home. It's unclear if that woman was his neighbor, but he did make these threats and in person at her home. The indictment reads that Showman stood outside the woman's home and shouted threats and racial slurs during times when he thought she had black visitors or planned to invite black people into her home. Showman is also charged with 2 violations of using the internet to distribute videos and messages to the woman's family members and others in which he repeatedly threatened to shoot and kill black people. Ooh. Well, damn.
Boy.
And if I could just read, I usually don't do this, but I want to read some comments on this. This is a story from Atlanta Black Star. Here's some comments. One person said, "It must be a burden to carry hatred." And then some guy, Bobby Kramer, said, "I will never understand why people hate other races or why they feel superior. We're all human beings, period. No one gets to choose their race. How hard is that to understand?"
I could choose my son's race.
That's right. That's it.
So, Cap, should we be more like Austin Showman? I mean, we shouldn't.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying threatening people, but you know,
I mean, we should carry that spirit about our people.
that's right.
You know, carry that spirit about our people. If we carried that spirit about our people, we'd be good.
That's right.
We good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's your top liberals who want to stand up for justice and equality. He feels the same way. He feels the same way, but he just got to just stick to, I don't know, he got to stick to his party or whatever, and just try to seem good, but a better person. You know what I'm saying? He's a goddamn rat. You know, people like I said, and these oppressors, they like I said, the Lord made them like that. The Lord made them like that. There's no change in them. The Lord made them like that, you know. And a lot of these wicked white people, they go out there and hate black people, hate Hispanics and Native Indians. They hate everybody but themselves, but their own people, right? And they carry that hatred, but sometimes they may look like, damn, why do I hate them so much? Mm-hmm. They don't even understand why they hate us so much, because why the Lord made them like that.
That's right.
You know, they trying to be like, oh yeah, I don't hate, and that, man, try to marry one of their daughters.
That's
if
right.
you're black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You see how much hate he really has.
That's right. That's
The
right.
white people, they're going to find out how much hate they have. You know what I'm saying? But it's you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, that's the, you know, Lamentations, what is it? Lamentations 4:22, I believe it says,
I got it, sir.
the white man's sins will be discovered, you know. So when it says sins discovered, that means along with his sins, all his wicked feelings, the way he truly feel about us, is going to be discovered. And really sorry black people, black coons who want to kiss their butt, they're going to wake up and say, well, Master do hate me. You know, they're going to be ready to leave the plantation. You know, but right now they just getting a rude awakening about why do they hate so much? Why is this? No. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Lord created you like that. He made you like that.
That's right.
You know, you can't be changed. He made you like that.
That's right.
Damn right.
Right.
Good night. Was that Lamentations 4:22, sir?
Yeah, come.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
O daughter of Zion. That's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know, our punishment of our sins, of what we did in the wilderness against Moses, all our sins is accomplished. You know, the punishment of it is accomplished. That means the Lord is saying, like, you know, he's done like punishing us as long as we be righteous unto him.
That's right.
As long as we be righteous and keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, hey, we don't have to get punished no more.
That's right.
Trayvon Martins don't have to happen no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to, things like that don't have to happen. You know, as long as we be righteous, you know, because our punishment is accomplished. It's over. It's done with. You know, read on, brother.
Come on. O daughter of Zion, he will no more carry thee away into captivity.
You know, he ain't gonna punish us. We can get out of this captivity. He ain't gonna carry us away in captivity no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, the choice is ours. We could be done. It can be done with it. If we be righteous unto the Most High, and the Most High only knows when He's going to send Yahushua, He would send Yahushua for us. If enough of us come in, you know, right. Whatever, you know. Read on, brother.
Okay. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
O daughter of Edom. White man, he going to visit you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Boy, he coming after you. He coming after you now for all the evil that you've done. Read on, brother.
Okay. He will discover thy sins.
He going to discover thy sins. You know, all the things that he's hidden. You know, all the evil feelings that you always harbored in your heart for us, in your mind for us, it's going to come out. You can't even hide it no more. It's going to come out.
That's right.
You're going to be like, oh, I'm not racist. Oh, I hate these niggas. Why do I hate these niggas? You know, it's going to come out. You know, it's going to come out because why the Lord is discovering it.
That's right.
He's going to bring it out.
Damn right.
He's going to bring it out, you know, every time. You know, when you try to, and these white people like him, come on, they're going to come a dime a dozen. They're going to come a dime a dozen. Dylan Storm Roofs, they're going to come out, you know. The thing is with Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, we got to come back to the Most High.
That's right.
We got to come back to the Most High. And that's our only protection. You know, that's our only protection. And this is why we tell you to come into the truth of the I.S.U.P.K under command of YAHANNA. This is your only protection. You know, this is, I mean, it's so spiritual because this is how the angels are going to watch over you. You know, you get out of that Christian church and you really going to have protection. You know, the pastor can't protect you in the Christian church. You know, we still, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. We don't even understand the damn Bible.
Right.
You know, we don't even understand. We're the people in the Bible who Christ came and died for and coming back for. We don't even know these things.
That's right.
You know?
Come.
Man, when you come into this truth right here in I.S.U.P.K, hey, you want to learn that this is the devil and he'll always be a devil.
That's
he's a devil
right.
then, he's a devil now, and he'll always be a devil.
Damn,
and he'll be a devil in the kingdom when he's in the fields, picking cotton, picking string beans and collard greens, you know, when he's a slave. You know?
That's right. Damn right, man. Most High in Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? The sinful nation, you know what I'm saying? The Lord's eyes is on the sinful nation, man. All these things are being revealed.
That's it.
All right. So we're gonna move, you know, right into this next topic. Yarmak, did you have a specific? I'm not sure if I got the same article as you. Did you have a specific article on the agent on the Moabite?
A specific what again?
Actually, no, Salakia, real quick before we go to the Moabite. Let's just talk about this this Chick-fil-A cat.
Oh yeah.
Let's just talk about him real quick. Because this is too hilarious. Let's see. Let me get the story up here, get a picture of this guy. Hold up. Matter of fact, I can get a picture of him shining shoes. Yep, here we go. This is, I'm not sure if I can see this good. Yep, open image. This warms my heart. It just, I feel it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet because he really needs to be kissing the boots or kissing the shoes. But at least, you know how we always say, man, he did that first step. He got down. You know, that's the step number one. So I like the direction he's going in. But like we said earlier in the show, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. It says warmer Chick-fil-A boss Dan Cathy suggests white people. I'm going to say that again. He didn't say him. He didn't say poor white people. He didn't say rich white people. He said white people. He suggests white people shine black people's shoes in resurfaced video. I cannot run the video. You can look for the video on your own time. We're just going to read the article and read some quotes. But this is his words. It says a 3-year-old video showing Chick-fil-A bosses, Chick-fil-A's boss. At the time, he was the CEO, if I'm not mistaken, shining the shoes of a black man during a plea for white people to fight racial injustice resurfaced this week amid a push by outraged conservatives to boycott the fast food chain over its hiring of a diversity officer. Dan Cathy, the son of Chick-fil-A founder I.S.U.P.K Cathy, got down on his knees. Bruh, I can't believe what I'm reading. Y'all might send me this. I think I had seen a little bit of it. Y'all might reminded me of this. The water for that, brother.
That's right.
It says Dan Cathy, the son of the founder of Chick-fil-A, which has to be one of the fastest growing companies on earth. The son of Chick-fil-A founder I.S.U.P.K Cathy got down on his knees at a church in Atlanta in June of 2020 as the city was gripped by protests over the police-involved deaths of George Floyd and Rayshard Brooks. This is what he said. I invite Adawan Yarmak. I almost like want to start putting this in my camp speaking. Like I almost want this to be incorporated. Listen to what he said. You know he's been watching this. He said, I invite folks to put some words to action. And if we need to find somebody who needs to have their shoes shined, we need to just go right on over and shine their shoes, Cathy said. He said, put some words to action. That sounds like my little children. Right? Let us not love in word, but in deed. That's what that sounds like to me.
We got a lot of leather boots.
Right. He got a lot. Yo, somebody need to get in contact with Dan Cathy.
Yeah.
Where is Dan Cathy? Can he do a national tour?
Hey, we need him at the Passover outside the venue. When brothers walk in, you gotta get your boot shine first, and then
get a public boot kiss.
Listen, we need Dan. Somebody get in contact with Dan Cathy. We want to talk to him. It says the devout Christian whose father founded the popular chain in Hateville, Georgia in 1946, then stood up and walked over toward Lecrae Moore, a Christian rapper who took part in the roundtable discussion at Passion City Church. The executive bent over and began shining Moore's shoes. That's the photo you're looking at right now. This is what he said. He said, whether they got tennis shoes or not, maybe they've got sandals. It really doesn't matter, said Cathy, who stepped down as CEO the following year, and was replaced by his son, Andrew Truitt Cathy. The dad's bold gesture came after several Chick-fil-A branches in Atlanta were smashed up during Black Lives Matter protests. We've had a dozen Chick-fil-A restaurants that have been vandalized in the past week, but my plea would be for white people, rather than point fingers at that kind of criminal effort, would be to see the level of frustration and exasperation and almost the sense of hopelessness that exists among some of those activists within the African American community. Cathy said, where is this white man when you need him? He needs to do a tour, the Boot Kiss tour.
Yeah.
Vlog it. He needs to be on his jet or on a bus going to he needs to go from camp in Toronto, Syracuse, down to Buffalo, to Connecticut, to New York, all the way down south, come up down to New Orleans and Houston, go up through Nashville. He needs to go all around the United States of America, kissing the boots and prophets of God.
Yeah.
That would be powerful. God. We've been watching camps. It's the sense of hopelessness that exists among some of those activists within the African American community. We've got a real bad situation, and we don't need to let this moment miss us. It has to, he said, it has to hurt us. He continued, as Caucasians, until we're willing to pick up the baton and fight for our Black African-American brothers and sisters, which they are as one human race, we're shameful. We're just adding to it. Our silence is so huge this time. We cannot be silent. Someone has to fight. Good night.
You just stick the kiss in the boots. We'll do the fighting.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Shut up. Don't do too much. You know, he's getting big for his britches.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's turned into a sermon.
You know what he wants. You know what he wants.
What's that?
And this, you know what? Yeah, look, I'm glad I'm in the truth. I see it. I see it. F this devil. I know exactly what this is. He don't give a damn about shining nobody's boots.
Exactly.
This is a small step backwards for a giant leap forward. All the black people are going to go to his church. That's
right.
That's what's going to happen. They are going to love him because he shined some fake black man's boots. That black man don't want real justice. He is a gospel singer rapper.
Exactly.
Come to the Israelite school of YAHANNA and kiss Commander YAHANNA's boot. Because you know what? It's easy to kiss the boot. Look, let me tell you why this don't mean nothing. Let me tell you why this doesn't mean an ounce of crap. When we had to lay down on our stomachs so that white people can get rid of their illnesses, when we had to get our babies chopped out of our women's stomachs so that white people could use them for alligator bait, when we got brutalized for white people, it wasn't for white people that loved us. It was for white people that hated us, that hated our guts, that didn't want nothing to do with us, and we still had to do it. Him kissing the boots of this sellout Negro who loves him, of course he's gonna kiss his boot.
That's
right. Of course he will. That nigga gonna get on his ground, on his knees and his hands, and he'll kiss his boot back.
That's right.
Say, Jesus loves everybody, Pastor. Jesus loves everybody, and he'll kiss him back. Come to the Israelite school of UPK, because we ain't kissing nothing back.
That's right.
After you kiss the boot, we gonna continue to call you a devil because that's what you are. Then I might believe you. But this ain't nothing new, and this is absolutely gonna happen. Tabawan, can I pull the scripture?
Please.
I ain't even gonna pull the one y'all think I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 14. Right? And it says,
I got you.
Okay, Con.
Hey, y'all get down.
Isaiah chapter 60?
60 and verse 14.
God. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 16.
God,
Salakia, right here. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles.
No, 60 and 14.
Salakia. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come, bending unto thee.
So the sons that afflicted thee shall come, bending unto thee. Why? Because George Washington isn't here. Abraham Lincoln isn't here. But their fathers afflicted us. Their fathers afflicted blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And Isaiah is saying the sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. Keep going.
Come. Bending unto thee. And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
And all thee that despise thee, you stinking Chinese, you stinking Africans, you stinking Australians, you stinking Hawaiians, you Polynesians, you Canadians, you Russians, you Italians, all of you who looked at us with disgust. You said that COVID-19 was the black virus. You said you didn't understand why we was in the ghettos, why we murdered each other, why we were homeless, why we were poor. You called us niggers and coons and spicks because the white man oppressed us in America for 400 years, and you despise thee. But you're going to bow yourself at the soles of our feet.
That's right. Con. And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
And they gonna call us who we are. You ain't gonna call us coon no more. You ain't gonna call us spick no more, or wetback or savage. You will call us the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. You'll call us Yasha'Allah. You'll call us God's chosen people, and that day. So you better get it out the way while you can.
That's right.
Damn right. Damn right. Y'all, Mark, you know you messed up, right?
What's that?
Because I'm stealing this precept, bro. Consider it stolen. This is heavy. I got to get my highlighter. This is a heavy precept. Because just real quick, if I could, because I would put this. All you young officers is watching, and correct me if I'm wrong, Cap. I would put something like this, as like a extra scripture to go in your "Who is Israel?" the real Jews breakdown, because they always listen. Because if the so-called Jewish man, if he's the real Israelite, if he's the real Israel, then why is it saying that in that day they're gonna look at us and call us the holy nation of Israel? That they're gonna call us Yasha'Allah. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense. Everybody already calls him Jewish. Everybody already says that he lives in Israel. So it wouldn't be a surprise for everybody to, oh yeah, he's a Jewish man. But guess what? In that day, the whole world is going to be bowing to us, saying, wow, you are the children of Israel. You are the children of the Most High.
That's heavy. Hey, that's heavy. That's a heavy precept. And of course, you will follow it up with Isaiah 14:1 and 2. About ruling over their oppressors. Were we going to rule over our oppressors?
Let me real quick, Cap. Real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
That's it.
That's right.
That's it. That's good understanding. That's good understanding. Follow it up with that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's all you oppressors who watching this show and who going to watch this show, you're going to understand and what's in store for you. What's in store for you. It's only righteous. It's only righteous. And that's what I love about this Bible. You know what I'm saying? You reap what you sow.
That's right.
You reap what you sow. If you sow slavery, you're going to reap it.
That's right.
The Most High God, he's a just power. You're going to get it back. That's what I love. I love payback is a dog. No. That's it. Man, Most High in Christ.
Most High in Christ, man. Moving right along. We over the time. We're just gonna spend just a little second just talking about this last thing because we kind of started late. Spent about 10 minutes talking about it. So the brother, his name is Cyrus. Cyrus Carmack-Belton. Cyrus Carmack-Belton. Right. He was shot and killed by a convenience store owner in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? South Carolina convenience store owner. Let me get the picture of the young brother up here. Salaki, here we go. Present. Salaki, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Help us push this truth.
Hey, Salakia, was this kid? Did he get shot in the back?
Con, sir.
Right.
It says a South Carolina convenience store owner has been charged with murder after allegedly chasing a 14-year-old boy and shooting him in the back after suspecting the boy of shoplifting, authorities said. The child, Cyrus Carmack-Belton, had gone into the store in Columbia around 8 p.m. Sunday and was confronted by the owner, who accused him of shoplifting, according to Richland County Sheriff Leon Lott. He did not shoplift anything. We have no evidence that he stole anything whatsoever, the sheriff said in the news conference Monday adding, even if he had, that's not something you shoot anybody over, much less a 14-year-old. We are confident that this was done in a manner that we will now classify as a homicide. This was not an accidental shooting by any means, Richland County Coroner Naida Rutherford said during the news conference. This was a very intentional shooting, and unfortunately, Cyrus Carmack-Belton lost his life. Firearms are the leading cause of death for children in the United States, surpassing car accidents in 2020 and accounting for nearly 19% of childhood deaths in 2021, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's Wonder database. In no other comparable country are firearms within the top 4 causes of mortality among children, according to a KFF analysis. Cyrus's killing spurred protests Monday as the community members grieved and demanded justice outside the store. Following the peaceful protest, the convenience store was looted and vandalized, with the outside spray painted and the windows shattered. An incident report from the sheriff's department said the store owner, identified as 58-year-old Rick Chow, was arrested and charged Monday with Cyrus's murder, according to the sheriff's office. He was denied bond at a hearing Tuesday, and his first appearance is set for June 23rd, court records show. CNN has attempted to reach Chow's attorney, James Snell, for a comment. I'm just going to read a little bit about how it went down. According to the sheriff, after Chow confronted Cyrus, the boy left the store and took off running and was chased by Chow, armed with a pistol, and Chow's son. Cyrus ran out of his shoe, fell down, and got back up and continued to run. An incident report from the sheriff's department said. At some point, the son said that the victim had a gun, and we did recover a gun that was close to his body. At that point, the father shot the young man in the back, the sheriff said. Chow reportedly saw what looked to be a firearm, pulled out his Glock 30S, and fired one shot, according to the incident report. Deputies arrived to find Cyrus lying on his back as a bystander did chest compressions. A firearm was found several feet from the victim, the report states. The child died of the single gunshot wound to his right lower back that seemed to be consistent with someone who was running away from the assailants, the coroner said during the news conference. The convenience store location has had a number of shoplifting incidents in the past, including confrontations involving the owners of the store, according to Lott. The family's attorney, State Representative Todd Rutherford, said he was outraged by the shooting. What happened to Cyrus wasn't an accident, he said. It's something that the black community has experienced for generations, being racially profiled and shot down in the street like a dog. Words can't describe the pain I feel, having known this family for decades. Rutherford added, I'm asking that our community continue to wrap their arms around this family as they've joined the club that no black family ever wants to be a part of. The sheriff's office incident report said the shooting was not a bias-motivated incident. Floor is open. What do y'all know? What do y'all think? I mean, here we go again. This reminds me, we talked about it in class on Tuesday, excuse me. It's like Latasha Harlan's. A store owned by a so-called Chinese or Asian. Shot in the back. Latasha Harlan was shot in the back of her head as she walked out of the store. His brother was shot in the back. They're saying there was a gun found near him, but they have no idea if he's connected to that gun. They don't know nothing. But he was shot in the back. So, Cap.
Hey, Salakia. So let me get this clear. So you said, did he shoot him again? I mean, Salakia, did he shoot him like standing over him and shot him?
I don't believe so, sir.
You said he was running. Okay, no, Salakia. He said he was running and he shot at him.
He fell.
And he shot him dead.
Right. He was running. He fell and his shoe came off. He kept running and then he got shot in the back while he was running.
Okay, I got you.
If I'm not mistaken. Sir.
Damn. So he was shot one time.
One time.
Damn. Well, damn. But you know, that's, man, you know, they're gonna do this type of murder. They gonna murder us like that. They're gonna murder us like that. You know, this is, you know, it's so rough to, you know, to hear something like that. You know, when this kid was 14 years old.
14, sir.
14 years old, and you're gonna shoot him. I mean, you know, even if you saw him holding something that he stole from there, you know, stole from the store. I mean, what the hell are you shooting him for?
That's right.
That shows that they have no business in our community.
That's right.
They have no business in our community. You know, they have no business in our community. Open up a damn store. There's no way they say. I mean, that, you know, this. I mean, come on. That tells you the real slaves. Dude. I mean, come on. They're gonna come and they're gonna feed on us. Open up stores, open up businesses in our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? And then they kill our kid.
That's right.
Kill our kid for stealing out this dreaded store. I mean, come on, man. That's terrible. That's terrible. This what happens. So this what happens to slaves, though.
That's
how
right.
you treat a slave. You know, I mean, come on. Our lives not worth nothing. Just shoot him. They don't give a damn how old he is. Just shoot him. Shoot him dead.
Right.
Man, that's rough.
And supposedly, so the rumor is that he was stealing a case of beer.
Did he have it?
I don't believe so.
Well, you know, did the case of beer? I mean, come on, was the case of beer on the ground? You know, I mean, that's this. I tell you, it's so sad that they can go and do stuff like this. But no, he's been charged with murder, though, right?
Yes, he's currently
been charged with murder. Okay, all right, that's good. He's been charged with murder, But like say, he don't give it. I mean, this goop don't give a damn. He don't give a damn. He has no remorse. He has no remorse that I killed the kid. He don't really give a damn. They don't really give a damn about us. And they kill us like that. I mean, it shows. I mean, looking at him like the kid was in the store, and he see him. You know how young that kid is.
Mm-hmm.
You know how young that kid is. You see his face. You know it's a kid. So even if he steals something and runs, and you see him running out of the store with a case of beer, I mean, what the hell are you going to shoot him for? That's they treat us like we're animals. They don't give. I mean, come on. There's no difference to him killing a dog or something.
That's right.
Those people that they don't have no business in our neighborhood. But thank you, Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement and everything. And I mean, come on. These clowns like that they're only supposed to be in our neighborhoods selling us. They open up business selling us goods and feeding off us.
That's right.
Then you're gonna go and shoot the boy in the back. I mean, damn.
Come.
Go ahead. I yield, brother.
You're Mark. Thoughts?
Yeah. This white dude committed a hate crime against. I mean, this Asian man committed a hate crime against this black boy, against black people. Because that wasn't a case of just him. It wasn't just about him versus that boy. This was a case of him versus black people. Because I'm pretty sure them kids become. You know how it is when the summertime comes. Them kids be outside them stores causing a havoc, stealing little things like that. I mean, it happens. And kids are kids, and I'm not disregarding that. We shouldn't be stealing or nothing like that, but. That's just what's going to happen, especially if you want to move into the black community. It's sad to say, but that's what we have right now. You got to know how to deal with it. But, that what he don't understand is that he, like you said, he should never be there in the first place. And they don't know, like when back in the day when we had Black Wall Street, it wasn't that everything was perfect. It wasn't that kids weren't being knuckleheads and they weren't doing dumb things that kids do. But we did have a sense of family. You understand? Like, imagine if I got a store and Nazar is 10 years old, and Nazar running my store and he's still a Kit Kat, and I see him steal the Kit Kat. I don't have to run and shoot Nazar in his back. You know what I could do? I'm gonna call your dad.
That's right.
Call your pop. And I'm gonna go and handle it with your parents. You understand? Because we know each other. I know whose kids these are. I know that's Miss Loretta's kids. I know those are Miss Jenkins' kids. I know that's your Garwop's nephew. I already know. So I don't have like the sense of community aspect is being taken away from our what's the word I'm looking for? For lack of a better word, where we buy and sell things. We've taken community out of it. And so now it's like no one cares about robbing your bodega. No one gives a damn.
Yeah.
Because who we hurting? I'm not robbing Miss Loretta's people's shop. This isn't Papa Juan's people's shop. This isn't Captain people's shop. This is Ching Wang Shao. Who the
That's
hell
right.
cares if I
Gone.
watch Ching Wang Shao? Ain't nobody in the hood gonna come looking for me. Ain't nobody gonna be questioning my parents because we hit up Mick Mountain Rocks bodega.
That's right.
But that's why you should allow black people to police our own, to live with each other, and to supply for our own. You should have never destroyed Black Wall Street.
That's right.
You never did it. And now that you did it, now you want to come and take black money, but you don't want to deal with black problems.
That's right.
You don't want to deal with it. You
If
want
I
to just
could.
shoot us in the back. God.
No, so Lucky, I'm not trying to cut you off, brother, but what you're saying is so heavy, and it brings me, because this is a certain area of slight expertise that I have, because I study urban design, urbanism and things like that, and I read books that talk about these kind of things, right? When it comes to how cities are established, what keeps the social order of a city and things like that. And in a very famous book, if I could, a well-known urbanist theorist, Jane Jacobs, talked in her book about how one of the things that helps cities survive, even when there's a limited police presence, is a concept called eyes on the street. Meaning what? Meaning, if I look out my window and I see what's going on my street, if I see somebody trying to mug somebody, I might say, "Hey, what you doing?" If I see somebody trying to rape somebody, or somebody trying to harm somebody, or something that's I don't want in my neighborhood, I'm prone to intervene. And what you just said, Yarmak, is so heavy, because that's one of the tactics they've used to destroy the black community. You think, you say, well, why do these black people act like this? Well, why does it seem like they do this? And they, these Hispanics. Well, one of the reasons is because you destroyed our Black Wall Street. But like Officer Yarmak said, if my building or apartment is above the black-owned barbershop or the black-owned candy store, and I see power outside trying to steal somebody's bike, and I know that's Yarmak's son, I'm gonna yell out the window, "Hey, Power, what you doing, Power?" Now your father wouldn't want you doing that, boy. Get up the block, man. Get out of here. And now he goes like, "Oh, snap! Now my whole world is affected by this because he knows my father. The store owner knows my father. If I steal from this store, I'm literally stealing from my own family,
right?
Because when my mama needs some sugar or something, they be the ones that give it to her. But now you're gonna go rob them. You're gonna go do this. But because our communities are flooded with foreigners, with people who are not a part of our community, there is no feeling, like Yarmak said, it's so potent and so perfect. There's no feeling of I shouldn't steal from them. There's no feeling of I should be scared to harm them. I should be scared to do something to them because they know my family. You know what I mean?
That's
because there's a communal connection between us. But when you let the Asians come in and start the Mr. Ching Fun's chicken wings, you let the so-called oppressor come in with his McDonald's and his Burger King, you let the Arabs come in with their Arab stores and they smoke shops. Well, who gives a damn about he can't even barely speak English. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna smack him upside his head when I want to make my friends laugh. I'm gonna go upside his head and be funny because my parents don't know him. His kids don't go to school with me, That's right. And so the real question, it may seem like it's just the issue of another brother getting shot, and that is true. But we got to start asking ourselves about questions about our communities. We have to strengthen our communities, and this should be a beck and call for us to oust these people who are not even part of our communities. Man, we need our own stores. We need our own shops, our own barbershops, our own things like that. So that way it will actually help our community be better. So like y'all, I didn't mean to co-opt your argument, but that was just so perfect and so on point. And a lot of people don't think about those kind of nuances of the problems in our community. That's very, very, very heavy.
You elaborated that very well.
The water, bro. Yeah, bro.
No, you got it.
That's I'm just super. Me and Salaki, a lot of the things we talk about on the show, me and y'all might be talking about all the time. You know what I'm saying? We be on the phone arguing about little things. He be saying, "Man, well in New York, y'all do it like this," and I'm like, "No, well down south, y'all be doing it like this." And we end up coming to a mutual ground about how it would be cool if things ran this way. If we took a little bit of how some things are in New York, but we got it with the South and bring it together, that would be fly. You know what I'm saying? So this right here is real. Just a case study in one of the major problems in our community. This bastard should never have been able to be owning a shop in our neighborhood. Go ahead, Cap. You got something.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Because that was just so heavy, which I was bringing out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I grew up in the late 70s and early 80s. You know, so you had David's Deli. David's Deli was like the friend, one of our friend's father.
Wow.
He owned the deli, you know. He owned the deli, you know, cook your steak and cheese sandwich, you know. He cooked your breakfast, stuff like that, you know. And then you had different stores. You had 4th Street Market, you know, with a Benjamite man named Mr. Gunner. Mr. Gunner was the Benjamite brother. You know what I'm saying? You had before he came in 4th Street Market, we had to go to Maryland, like cross the line and go to Maryland down to the store named Savages.
Wow.
Named Savages, and this big white man is so evil and racist, and he hated the sight of us, you know. So we used to mess with him. We used to walk around because he had all the candy behind us, you know, behind him. So the kids wouldn't steal his candy. So he used to sit on the stool and rock back and forth and look at the mirror because he had a mirror that he could watch anybody come in the store. You know, so this dirty man. So once 4th Street Market opened up in the 4th Street Market was in DC. Like right over some distance from that store. But 4th Street Market stopped us going to Savages. We stopped going to Savages. We go to 4th Street Market because Mr. Gunner, you know, he was a nice Benjamite brother. He used to always talk to us and stuff like that, you know, and then get to know the kids and stuff like that. And then like kids, like when he first started, we used to steal out of the store, you know. But then once, you know, we'd say, wait a minute, man. We got to know Mr. Gunner. Then we stopped. Hey, nah, don't steal. We'll tell him. Other friends, nah, don't steal out of the store, man. Don't steal out Mr. Gunner's store. Because we know Mr. Gunner.
That's right.
You know? We knew Mr. Gunner. So we stopped stealing out of the store and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what y'all was bringing out was so heavy. Because once you know the person, and he's part of your family, he's part of your family. He's part of your family. Then, you know, you get to know your mother and your father and stuff like that, you know, and stuff like that. So it's like, hey, it's no crimes like that. Nobody's shooting no kid in the back for stealing whatever, you know, because the kid won't even steal in the store. Because why? That man is of his community. That man is family, like, you know. So you love and respect him like, hey, that's Mr. Gunner. You know, we get older. We was in high school talking to Mr. Gunner, you know. And we like, man, I remember we used to come in your store. We was little kids and stuff like that, you know. And, you know, and we talking like that. You know, you don't have that problem, you know. But when you once the mid to like late 80s, they start letting the Korean people and all the Chinese into our communities. They start buying up stores and opening up little delis and markets and bodegas and stuff like that. And then what happened? Now they shooting us in the back, shooting little kids in the back. You know, stopping us from, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But you know, man, thanks a lot, Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement and all this coming together with everybody. You know, it ain't meant for everybody to come together.
That's right,
man. I yield, brother.
Damn right. Well said, Cap. Well said, man. That's something real heavy. Again, you know, that's not really usually on the ledger, as in people don't really talk about that aspect of it. You want to know why your community, or one of the reasons why your community is as it is because it ain't a community.
That's it.
Community means communal. It means family. But how can it be a community if the corner store that you go to every day is ran by someone who doesn't even belong in your community? They're not a part of the ebb and flow of your community. Then nobody, again, your kids don't go to school with them. You know, it's funny. And the crazy part about it is, if I could, before we clip it for today, I didn't grow up in a neighborhood that was, at least my side, right? Like my side of my neighborhood wasn't predominantly black. You know what I'm saying? All the black kids lived in Left Rack. So for the most part. And so it was a little different. But even on my side, where there wasn't a lot of problems and nobody really messed with, you know, you didn't hear about crime. Nobody got shot, and nobody got into it with the store owners, and everything worked smooth. And guess what? Because it was predominantly their people. The store was owned by an East Indian.
That's
and
right.
A lot of the neighborhood was East Indian. Other stores were owned by a bunch of Russians, and the neighborhood was predominantly a bunch of Russian Jews. So the little couple black kids, you know what I'm saying, we weren't really a threat because we weren't going to do nothing to them, and we did go to school with their kids. Now, our parents didn't know them but so much. They would see them in passing. But just the fact that they was in a community that was predominantly their people or had a large population of their people made them have that feeling of, okay, like, this is my community. You know what I'm saying? These are my folks, and so on and so forth. But in the black community, we don't have that at all because, generally speaking, we don't own anything. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. So Salakia, somebody said, I'm in Raleigh. My uncle is an officer in the I.S.U.P.K. I want to start learning. He said, y'all have a school here. Khan. I'm not sure who your uncle is, but we definitely have officers in the I.S.U.P.K. In Raleigh and in the surrounding areas, North Carolina. We have a school in Durham, 2534 South Roxborough Street. 2534 South Roxborough Street, where we conduct classes. So yes, you can start attending classes there. Also, we got classes online. I.S.U.P.K. Durham, I.S.U.P.K. Goldsboro, I.S.U.P.K. Fayetteville, and I.S.U.P.K. Charlotte. So yeah, you are mine.
I could, hey, just type in your social handle in the chat, and I'll just send you the information. Like, type your Facebook name or type your Instagram name in the chat, and that way I'll just send you the information. You'll have it, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah. So I said, okay, so Officer Yagadar out of Virginia is your uncle. Got you. Shout out to Officer Yagadar. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got plenty of brothers in the school. Send your handle. You're on social media, and Officer Yarmak will plug you in with everything we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Count. But we're gonna end it there for today. We of course are way over the time, but we started late. Another excellent show. Chain Breakers Podcast. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. So shout out to you, back in. I see. I don't know your full name, but I see back in. Shout out to you, man. You definitely get in class from 4M. Yeah, get in class. We'd love to have you ask all your questions you got. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Officer Yanazar. Shalom Yahabashim Shkita. If I could, real quick, Officer Yanazar did mention this too, and I just wanted to show this smug piece of garbage. We're not going to spend time on another, but I'm just going to show it, and that'll be that. I just wanted to show this piece of garbage. This right here. Hold up, open file. Bear with me. This is the cat. Is it Rick or something Chow? I want to say it's Rick Chow. It sounds like a bad guy from Rush Hour.
I ain't mad. I'm mad we ain't had no purple segment.
We didn't. We did not have a purple segment today.
Yeah, we didn't have a purple segment, man.
We didn't have a purple segment today.
I'm ready for that, man. Come on.
Salakia.
Chain Breakers episode 35, part 2 in an hour.
Right. Right. So, where'd I put it? I'm just show a little clip right here. You can so you can see. I remember obviously Yandazar had mentioned it because he was saying how, you know what I'm saying, how smug. Look at this bastard right here. Here you go. This the bastard right here. You know what I'm saying, that shot the brother. This the bastard right here.
And they ain't had no racist statue out there neither.
Yeah, no racist statue. Just a Chinese man who knows he can, you know, who believes or knows he can kill a little black boy, and in his mind he was gonna get away with it. It's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's like spraying a cockroach. Well, there he is with his arms folded, looking all smug. Like, well, it's another day.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he gets punished to the full extent of the law.
Yeah.
Brother get some justice. All right. But I just wanted to make sure everybody saw this piece of garbage and, you know what I'm saying, sees him clearly. All right. But yeah, we're gonna clip it for today, man. The water to everybody for tuning in, man. Another great show. Shout out to Officer Yagadar out of Virginia. Shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shah Brakatah. Shout out to SM_1 West. I look like a sister. Shalom, sister. How Shemar Athah Shemel Shah. Shout out to Tina Evans. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Athah Shemel Shah. Who else we got up in here? We got Trooper Kawanya Allah. Shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shah Brakatah. We got my rib up in here. Lawaya. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Athah Shemel Shah. We got Shay. Oh, we Officer Yarmak Real out of Philly. Shalom, sis. How Shamar Thabashah Shah. And we have Officer 50 Napash out of ATL. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, how about Shemal Shabbat, man. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Another good show. You know what I'm saying? We way over the time. So we're gonna just go ahead and just head up out of here. But next week, tune in, same time, same place. 12 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Central time for all my brothers out there in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep rocking out. We're going to keep getting it done, man. Y'all, Mike, you have something before we head out?
Nah. I mean, Cap, you got it first.
No, I ain't nothing, man. You know, shalom, everybody. Shalom, everybody. Pay your tithes. Pay your tithes.
Pay your damn tithes.
And the white man's the devil the Bible speaks of.
The devil the Bible speaks of. That's right.
And remember, and to all Israel, don't be ashamed to blame the white man for all your problems.
All your problems. That's right.
Don't hold it back. I mean, if the cornflakes don't taste good, got a funny taste to it, blame the white man.
That's right. Damn right.
That's
what
it.
You got, y'all about?
Hey, just remember, man. Hey, order your pair of sweatsuits, man. Javelin sweats, Javelin wear. Here we go, man. It's being modeled right here by the one and only I.S.U.P.K out of Durham, North Carolina, man.
Most time,
Look, these sweats, man. Javelin wear comes with discipline. If you find yourself trying to come into the truth, you love the truth, but you just can't do it. Get you a pair of Javelin sweats, right? It'll get you all the way up in here, man. You understand? And also, too, for those watching, I'm definitely about to do a raffle for a pair of Javelin sweats, man. I'm gonna send out the details on my Facebook a little later, but I'm gonna do a $5 raffle, man. So $5 could get you the opportunity to win a whole pair of sweatsuits for.
Okay, all right. Most time, Christ.
So,
most time, Christ.
I'll get ready for that, man. You understand? And we're gonna rock this thing out, man. But the water for everybody tuning in.
Damn right. And who knows? Maybe if you get the Javelin sweats, you too can own a fly H2 Hummer. It's possible.
Hey.
Your fortune changes. You know, things change. Life changes when you get a pair of Javelin sweats.
Hey, top one. You know what's so crazy?
Go ahead.
The Javelin sweats, right? That same picture. If you upload it, if you look at that picture, the Javelin sweats he got on makes colors that aren't supposed to match. That truck is orange. Them shoes and that little thing on his wrist is red, and it matches some.
Hey, look,
it's because of the Javelin sweats.
It's because of the Javelin sweats. Don't hesitate. Get you a pair. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You'll see how life changes. You know what I'm saying? But again, the water to everybody for tuning in, man. We're gonna let y'all go until next week, same time, same place. This is the Chain Breakers Podcast. You know what I'm saying? So to my brothers, I say shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakathum, and to the sisters, shalom, Yahweh Shamar Alathun, Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. We up out of here.